Hello, welcome. Unlike traditional automation, agentic systems are autonomous, adaptive, and capable of complex decision making, but they also bring added complexity, costs, and governance considerations. Before you start developing AI agents, it is essential that you evaluate whether this technology is the right fit for your needs. This tutorial will walk you through critical questions to ask before you build, helping you assess whether agentic AI truly adds value, when simpler approaches might be better options, and how to design agents with long-term scalability, ethics, and organizational alignment in mind. Here are the questions I propose. Will reasoning add value? One of the most important characteristics of AI agents is their ability to think independently. Agents can make their own plans to solve a problem. If your process has complex steps and decision points, multiple problem or solution variants, if the user instructions tend to be ambiguous, or if the context of the conversation matters, then agentic AI can reduce your development effort by using its reasoning capabilities to address these challenges and prevent you from having to implement complex decision trees and flows that can be hard to maintain and enhance. On the other hand, if your process is simple, deterministic, with low or no ambiguity, then other type of automations might be faster and more affordable. Is a conversational interface a good fit? AI agents typically communicate via text or voice. Conversation interfaces are good for defining ambiguous problems. They can take different shapes. For cases when not even the user knows what they want and exploration is needed. When you want to convey human-like empathy to your users, or when the goal of the interaction requires back and forth clarification. On the other hand, if your process is clearly defined and is simple, then menus, buttons, and simple user form may be a more effective and easier to use approach. Is the process changing? Agentic AI is flexible and easier to extend and modify. When automating with agentic AI, consider if the input, the steps, or the output will change often. If so, agents can adjust to these changes dynamically without many or any changes in your code. On the other hand, if your process is mature and likely to change or to be expanded, then you may want to explore other automation paths. Do you need knowledge retrieval? One of the most common applications of generative AI is using retrieval augmented generation, also known as RAG, to build agents that are experts on a particular domain. If an important feature of your solution is to provide answers to questions based on large knowledge repositories that might have dynamic content, or in cases when interpretation is needed to answer questions, then agentic AI is a perfect avenue to deliver this type of experience. Agents can produce scalable, accurate, reliable solutions to this problem. Do you need other generative AI functions? AI agents can natively integrate with the core functions of LLMs. If some of the process you want to automate need entity extraction, that is the ability to extract key elements of text or images, or summarization, understood as the ability to condense information, or classification, which is the ability to classify a text or an image based on its content, or any other type of generative functions, then agentic AI can help you implement this easily. Where will your agent live? How will your users access your agent? Unless you're building an all-purpose agent like ChatGPT, Gemini, or Copilot, chances are your AI agent will probably live as a companion assistant for an existing application or a set of applications. Try to identify first if there's a natural placement for the agent based on where your users spend most of their time, so you don't have to create another separate user experience. This probably will be an existing application and your agent will become a companion assistant. Or even better, find if there are agents in your organization and consider extending their abilities rather than creating yet another agent. As much as we like agents, having multiple ones can be confusing, expensive, and difficult to maintain. What is your risk tolerance? AI agents and LLMs are probabilistic engines. They can make mistakes and they can take unexpected paths. Before applying agentic AI, ask yourself, what is your error tolerance? If you have little or no tolerance for error, then you will have to consider additional components to manage the risk. When working with agents, you can achieve this by introducing guardrails, which are rules to prevent undesired outcomes, audit trails to analyze past behavior, human in the loop to engage humans for important decisions, and graceful failures, which are used by agents when they are not able to solve a problem. The smaller the error tolerance, the greater the effort to manage it. What is your long-term vision? Finally, I want you to reflect on what is your long-term strategy with regards to agentic AI. Even in cases when agentic AI may take longer time or initially be more costly, it may still be worth pursuing it if it aligns well with your organization AI strategy. Here are some advantages of agentic AI you should consider. Adaptability. Agentic AI is extremely versatile and flexible. Markets, regulations, and internal processes often evolve over time. Agentic AI, thanks to its goal-based reasoning and dynamic planning, can absorb many of these changes with less rework. Consolidation. Agentic AI is tool agnostic, and it can be used to consolidate disconnected applications and unify your user interfaces. Scalable personalization. Agentic AI can contextualize responses, which increases satisfaction and reduces support costs. Continuous improvement. Agentic AI can be designed to learn from past experiences, so they can get better over time without human intervention. Faster experimentation. Building an agentic AI platform can take longer initially, but once it is in place, you will be able to create pilots and prototypes much faster. Cumulative efficiency gains. Initial agents will be more expensive, but future agents will cost less, as they will likely reuse several components of your platform. Agentic AI represents a powerful shift from task-based automation to goal-driven adaptive system, but its impact depends on thoughtful planning before implementation. By asking the right questions upfront, you not only reduce risk and avoid unnecessary complexity, but also position your organization to unlock the full potential of autonomous agents. Whether you decide to proceed now or build a roadmap for later, a thoughtful approach will help ensure that agentic AI becomes an enduring capability rather than a one-off experiment. Thanks for watching this video.